Have you ever been having sex and you felt like there has to be more to this? Or maybe you don't feel much at all and you would like to feel more. Or maybe you feel too much and you ejaculate before you would like to, or you're having some kind of pain with sex. You would like to feel like you could enjoy sex, like it's something that can get better over time, like it's something that can help you feel good in your body. You would like to experience more sensations of pleasure, orgasm, turn on, connection with yourself, connection with your partner, and you're just not sure how to get there. Well, in this video, I'm going to be sharing about exactly how you can do that by beginning to cultivate embodied sexuality. Hello, my friend. My name is Haley Friend Wilson, and I am a certified embodiment and somatic sexuality guide, helping people to experience a fuller expression of their creativity, sexuality, and vitality. So, y'all, this is going to be episode 1 in a 4-part series on embodied sexuality, because this is something I'm going to go deeply into. I'm working on my course right now where I will go deeply into embodied sexuality physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. But for now, we're going to break down how to begin the journey with the first 3 keys to embodying your sexuality. Before I go into these 3 keys, I want to talk about my last video, performance sex versus embodied sex. Go back to that video, watch it if you have not, because it's important to identify what is the difference between performance sex and embodied sex to really understand what we're talking about and what we're meaning when we talk about embodied sexuality. So, performance sex is faking. Y'all know you've done it, okay? Faking, or going through the motions, or performing what you think you should do, what you think you should say, how you think you should act, because you saw it in a movie, because you saw it in porn, because that's what you think your partner thinks is sexy, but you're not actually comfortable, you're not actually enjoying it, you're not actually doing it for yourself. Maybe you're numb and you're not feeling anything and you're just going through the motions. Maybe you're having pain and you're just shoving it down and continuing on. So all of these kinds of things are performative, performing your sex, your sexuality, performing your pleasure, but not actually experiencing it. Not fun, not healthy, not good. Embodied sexuality is first the ability to say yes and to say no. Having your agency, having your voice, being in a consensual dynamic. This is the first cornerstone of creating embodied sex. Next, it's being able to experience the sensations of pleasure within your body. Real time, to feel comfortable, connected, to feel able to receive pleasure, able to give pleasure, to be able to feel connected to your body, to the body of your partner or partners. This is embodied sexuality, real-time experience of your pleasure that feels authentic, that is consensual, that is connected to your pleasure, that is all the juicy stuff. Okay, so let's get into the 3 keys of how you can begin your journey to embody your sexuality. So they are motivation, belief, and embodiment. So let's break that down. Motivation. So it is key to get clear on your motivation of why you want to cultivate embodied sexuality, because everything is against you in this. We have all been deeply socially conditioned to not prioritize sex. Even though sex is sold to us in the toothpaste commercial, we have not been taught to actually prioritize time from our school systems, from our religion, from our cultures. Yes, it's sold to us and it's glorified, but we're not actually taught to carve out time to do it, to educate ourselves about it, to expand our experience of it in a pleasurable and authentic way. So it's continually something that lands on the back burner for most people. And then they turn to the quick fix of porn or this or that or the other thing. And so it's really, the world is kind of against you in really taking time to focus on your pleasure, your sexuality as a worthwhile pursuit. So you have to really build up your motivation for dedicating your time to this. So what this looks like is getting clear about how performance sex is harming you. Okay? So for me, it was harming me because I was sick of not being congruent with myself. I was sick of performing my pleasure for somebody else that felt inauthentic. I was sick of faking orgasm. I was sick of being in pain. I was sick of feeling numbed out. I was sick of feeling like there has to be more to this. I was sick of feeling like this is something I want to enjoy. I know other people enjoy. Why can't I enjoy it? So get clear about how performance sex is hurting you and is harming you. Harming you from authentically, intimately connecting with somebody else. List all the reasons. Then list the reasons why you want embodied sex. For me, it was, I want sexuality to be something that I look forward to, that I enjoy, that fills me up, that brings me vitality. I want to connect deeply with my partner in an intimate way that brings us closer together after sex. I want to experience sacred sexuality. I want sexuality to be a part of my spiritual exploration. So list for you, what are all the reasons of why you want to really be present and empowered and connected to your sexuality? Step 1, get clear on your motivation. 2, the second key is belief. So this is crucial. You have to believe that sex can feel good. This is especially essential if you've gone through sexual trauma, maybe if you've never had an experience of sex feeling good. Maybe you've always been in pain. Maybe you've always been coerced into it. Maybe it's always been something that just has been blah for you, and you might be wondering if you're asexual or something like this. So this is really crucial to believe that sex is something that you can enjoy. And for those of you who have had a loving, beautiful, pleasurable experience of sexuality, what was happening when you felt good during sex? What was the environment? What was the mood? What helped you feel at home in your body? What helped you feel pleasure? What helped you feel connected? Write about it. Really get curious about what was happening in that experience that helped you feel really connected to yourself. And then maybe you've seen a scene in a movie where it really touched you in some way, where you really felt like these people are connected and they're not just performing, and it really inspired you to believe that it's possible to really enjoy sex and to feel passion and to feel turn on. Maybe you've seen some art or some media that also evoked this kind of inspiration that it is possible to enjoy sex, that sex can be something that is beautiful. You know, shout out to WAP, wet ass pussy, you know, any kind of media that you've taken in where you're like, yes, wet ass pussy, I want that. How do I get that? Or maybe it's, you know, a poem, or maybe it's a song, or maybe it's something that just inspired you in some way. Collect all of these things as evidence that embodied, authentic sexuality is possible. Okay? Because we have to really, really feed into this possibility and believe this possibility for yourself, that you can also experience this. You can also experience all of the passion, the turn on, the juiciness, the wet ass pussy, all of it. It can be yours too. So begin to dream into what would you love your sexuality to look like? How would you love to feel? Would you love to feel playful, open, connected, juicy, passionate? What would you love to explore? Maybe you'd love to explore role play or sacred sexuality or BDSM. really get into what do you want this to feel like, look like, be like. Dream into that. Third step is embodiments. And I know you all want me to hear, okay, it's time to get out your lube and let's get into it. No. What I've learned both personally and professionally and within the researched method of the embodied psychosexual method that was created by Dr. Saida Desilets, of which I am a facilitator, practitioner of this methodology, what she found in her research, which, by the way, is up to date, the only codified technology that has been proven effective at helping to cultivate healthy sexuality since the Masters and Johnson's study. So groundbreaking work. What she found and what is one of the core premises of the work is only go as fast as the slowest part of you. That slow is fast. Okay, so what does that mean? Only go as fast as the slowest part of you. What that means is that you are experiencing the shutdown, the numbness, the pain, the things not working right because you have bypassed that slowest part and forced yourself into sex when your body was a no. Or maybe the way that you were going into connecting with your body was in this super jackhammer kind of masturbation way that was very desensitized, or with a vibrator that was too much and too hard and like way too overwhelming for your genitals and just kind of forcing your body to go into this hyper stimulated state to get the orgasm, to get the release, to get the thing over and done with and through to maybe some disembodied porn. And there were all these other parts of you, the slowest part, the sensitive part, the feeling part, the juicy part that was like, no, not into it, not working for me. And so we need to pause. We need to pause and reorient to the body in a different way. So think about it like this. You want to treat your genitals like you would your lover, your beloved. And you wouldn't go up to your beloved and say, okay, I need you to get hard right now. Let's have an orgasm. Let's get this done with. Or I need you to be wet and ready and let's have sex right now. If you are with somebody who treats you like that, red flags, warning sign, not love, not how you should be treated, okay? Not a good relationship, not a healthy relationship, okay? So many of us, when we hear that, we're like, of course I would never treat my beloved that way. But we treat our own bodies that way, demanding ourselves to be ready, to get off, to have the orgasm, and not actually really tuning in or feeling. So we need to break this pattern and slow down. So here is your embodied practice to be able to do this. This is an extremely powerful practice that I have used with myself, with my clients. I still use to this day. It's really powerful. It is the Ho'oponopono practice. If you are not familiar with it, it is a traditional Hawaiian practice that has been practiced by the cultures of Hawaii for many, 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 many years. And they used it traditionally as a conflict resolution process. You can also use this on yourself or on your genitals, which is what I will walk you through. So the Ho'oponopono practice consists of 4 statements. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. So how this is going to look is beginning to take some deep breaths, placing one hand on your heart, one hand onto your genitals, and repeating, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for all of the times I forced you into sex when you were a no. I'm sorry for all of the times that I masturbated in a desensitized way, forcing you into orgasm or whatever it was. I'm sorry for all the times that I ignored you. I'm sorry for all the times I continued having sex when I was in pain. Whatever it is, really tune in and say you're sorry. The second step, please forgive me. Please forgive me for all of this. I want to create a different connection with you. I want to listen. I love you. I love you for just the way you are. You are wise and intelligent and perfect and beautiful. I love you. Thank you. Thank you for being the center of vitality and life force within me. Thank you for the pleasure that you allow me to experience. Thank you for the connection that you allow me to experience with the ones I love. And then pause after that and take some deep breaths with an ah sound. So it's going to look like this. Really going into that low ah sound and seeing if you can actually vibrate your sound all the way down into your pelvic bowl to where you can almost experience your hand vibrating from the sound. This stimulates and regulates the vagus nerve that runs all the way from our genitals through the core of our body up to the cerebrum. So we want to stimulate and activate this nerve and begin to bring blood flow, life force, connection, presence, relaxation down into the whole pelvic bowl. So when you do this ah sound, that helps to do all of that. And so what this practice is going to do is going to begin to help you to connect with this part of your body and tune in to the consciousness, the wisdom and intelligence that is held here. I know no one has probably told you that your genitals are wise and intelligent, but they are. And as we begin to orient towards our body and towards our genitals in this way, we can begin to actually tune in to the voice of our body. And when we are an authentic yes to sex, and when we're a no, what kind of things we want to experience and what kind of things we don't. Because we want to begin to tune into that intelligence, because our bodies are actually hardwired for pleasure. That is the good news. Our bodies are hardwired to experience good feelings here. It just takes a slowing down, a tuning in, and a listening to begin to get there. It does take time. It does take patience. It does take sifting through a lot of times some pain, some trauma, some shutdown. But it is so worth the journey to be able to experience true pleasure, true orgasm, true connection with your body that fills you up, that fills you with vitality and aliveness and juiciness and passion. It's so worth the journey. And I'm going to be here with you. We're doing this together. So check out my next 3 videos in this series. Second video is going to be on the biggest blocks to embodying your sexuality. Third video is going to be how to cultivate embodied sexuality within yourself, within your own self-pleasuring. Fourth video is going to be on how to cultivate embodied sexuality with someone else. So I really hope this video has served you in creating this connection with your body. And I want to recognize that I'm recording this video on the indigenous land of the Siletz, Modoc, and Tacoma people. It is my hope in naming this that I can help bring support to the Land Back movement. Link below if you want to donate to the movement. If you love my jewelry, my beautiful, gorgeous jewelry that is created by one of my very best friends, Claudia Alvarado Feldman. She's an incredible artist. This jewelry is created based on the iconography of the Mapuche people, of which she is a part of her culture and her tradition. So support artists, local artists, link below to her website. Thank you so much for taking this in. You can follow me on IG at Creativity is Love for more short form content. Please reach out, connect. I would love to connect with you. My goal in creating these videos is to create community connection. So leave a comment, reach out to me. There's all different ways to connect with me. You can join my email list, once a month emails, find out what I'm doing, when my Embodied Sexuality course is going to be coming out. All those links are below. Wishing so much beauty, love, pleasure, embodiment to you. Be well.